Alright, what's up YouTube family? I'm here, I'm going to renew my bank card access. So I'll be going to Tampines and I'm taking a cab. It'll take about a few minutes going there. I am at the correct place. I'm here at Tampines now. It's a nice place and a quiet place here. But yeah, I'll just be back for my renewal. I'm just here at the OCBC building. So I'll be back in a while, okay? After this. See you then. I'm done with the renewal of my bank card. Now I'm walking towards Tampines Mall. So in order for you to get the highest chance of being hired here, if you want to apply, is to make sure that your CV or your resume is prepared well. When you talk about the content, everything is in order, like all the relevant things that's needed on your resume. So first things first, that your photo is the recent one. Don't put a photo which is like 10 years ago or 5 years ago. Just put on the most recent ones. Like take a picture about 3 days or 1 week and it will do, as long as it's recent. So once you have that one, the next thing you have to do is the contents of your resume or your CV. The contents should be contained it into one single sheet. It's better that way because the purpose of that one is for the headhunters or the hiring managers to be able to read right away the contents or your background. So that's the thing you have to do. Okay, let's try to cross the road first. Okay, crossing the road. And yeah, the thing you have to note also in your application, your CV or resume, is that you put on the necessary things. Like unnecessary things are not needed. Like for example, you want the best model of the year, or you want the singing contest. No need for that one, because that's not related to your resume. It's not related to yourself for your particular job. And also you have the updated contact number. Your mobile number, and if you are having an access code or the country code, it's updated and indicated properly there. And also your email address. Your email address should be professional, not those fancy email addresses like handsomeme@gmail.com. So make sure that your name is there and it's properly labeled, not those fancy ones. Okay, so before sending your CV, what you're gonna do is to check for misspelled words in your resume. The first thing you have to do with your email, on the subject itself, you have to put your desired position and the number of years experience. You can have it in all caps so that you will be noticed by the headhunters. That's usually the thing that you have to do. You have to be noticed when you are sending an email, because there's a lot of email that's been sent for them to choose which one is the best candidate. The next thing you have to do is to check your attachment. You have to send about 10 applications a day. Don't worry about that one. The many the better, okay? Because if you only send once, then there are a lot of competitions here when you send your CV or your resume. So you have to send every day at least 10. That's the minimum, is 10. Okay, submitting your CV and resumes online. Okay, that's one of the crucial parts of sending your resume. Make sure that you complete all the informations on the job sites that you are applying, like for example Job Street or anything. Everything is filled up, your name, your contact number, email address. I think there's a test there, like the completeness of your application. Your application might be invalid when you're applying on those job sites. When you're inside those websites, there is a button there that says apply. apply here, click here in order for you to apply. Don't just click on apply when you apply for that particular job. Get the email address. If there's an email address below there, just try to get the email address and copy it and send a separate email addressing to that email address. Okay, that's the most effective way, not just clicking on apply, then keep on applying but there's no reply. So that's the thing. So you have to make sure that you have a separate email. So when you send a separate email, you'll have to indicate everything there. Your cover letter, your subject, and your attachment. Don't forget that one, because when you send your email without an attachment, it's still invalid. So after sending those applications, minimum of 10, you have to wait for about a few weeks or a few months. You are lucky if you'll be called within a week, but most likely you will be called after a month with the longest wait for you. One tip here, if you're sending your resumes or your CV, don't stop sending until you are hired, because you will never know if the CV that you've submitted is being chosen or not. Next thing you have to do is to, once everything is sent, always check your emails from time to time. So emails from the job sites that you've submitted, they will send regularly, whether there are new postings, new notifications. It's like you're treating your job sites as your social media sites, like for example Facebook or Instagram. It's like you're checking daily your CV status or notification. If you are here in Singapore and you have a chance to get the newspaper or anything, try to read those postings on the newspaper and try to apply. Get their email addresses, and still the same thing. Type in your subject of your email and your cover letter and your resume. Okay, attach your CV as well. So if you want to get hired here in SG, all you need is persistence. Persistence is the key. Sometimes when you're applying for about a week and there's no call and there's no email, then you have to consider yourself that it's a tough battle here in Singapore. When you're applying and it's almost 3 weeks and still no response, don't worry about it. The response will come after probably a few weeks or more. So that's the reason why you have to apply ahead of time before coming into Singapore. So yeah, you have to be persistent. Don't lose hope, because there's always hope at the end of the tunnel. Some final tips to those who are working here in Singapore. If you have any tips there, or if you can share your experience before you are hired here in Singapore, you can put on your comments below. If you have any tips, suggestions, you can share your comments below, because it's very useful for those who are aspiring to be here in Singapore. Just type in your comments below, and to all our friends also who haven't subscribed yet, you can go ahead and subscribe. You can click on the subscribe button, and don't forget, if you find this video useful in your journey, you can just click on the like button, put a thumbs up, and if you want to be notified with my future videos, you can just go ahead and click on the bell there. Alright, so I think that's it for the vlog for today. I'm gonna end this one by saying thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next vlog. Thank you very much. Bye bye. That's the thing you have to do. Yeah. Okay, that's it. So, that